This is Toss Talk, where it's all about yard games, having fun, and what it takes to create social entertainment. With your host and creator, Kelvin, on Toss Tunes Radio.
Hey, what is up? And welcome back to another episode of Toss Talk. And today we are playing Shaka Ball. Oh my God, this is probably one of my favorite yard games at the moment. Play it on the beach, play it in your backyard. You can even play it with the drink in your hand. That's a sign of a true yard game. It is 4 square with paddles that just takes it to another level. You guys must check this game out. Links are in the show notes, but I have the creator on today, and we're going to talk about how he got started. So, hey, let's get into this chat.
This is Peace.
Hey, what's going on, man? It's Kelvin.
Hey, Kelvin. How are you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm glad we finally got this together.
Yeah, absolutely. Look forward to it.
Yeah, let's kind of just hop right into it. Where are you from? And tell us about the background of how you came up with the game.
Yeah, I'm from outside New York City, and actually have a close friend I grew up with, went to elementary school, actually went to college together, and did a lot of surfing together after college. We actually came up with a game, a lot of different games when we were surfing on the East Coast.
Yeah.
And one of the games we came up with, we just kept playing for years. It was back in the early 2000s, and I've always played it with friends and family on the beach and backyard, camping trips, and just after a number of years, everyone just kept saying, "Hey, man, you really gotta launch this game." So eventually, we finally came up with a product, did a lot of like R&D testing, and it worked, and launched a Kickstarter to get that going. So that was sort of the start of the product in 2018. We got that Kickstarter off the ground.
Dang, that is very cool. I know Kickstarters are tough. Did you reach your goal and everything?
Yeah, we raised over $10,000, which was exciting. We were only shooting for a few $1,000 to get started, and a lot of friends, yeah, loved it. Actually, we haven't even changed the product since the Kickstarter. It worked so well. So
That's
now we're
very
just trying to
cool.
figure out, how to grow up as a real business.
Yeah, I know. I feel like that happens to a lot of these game creators, but it's cool that you got started, and thank you again for sending me a game set. I've enjoyed playing it so far,
Nice.
and yeah, it's really well put together. So you did a good job on that.
Thank you.
Um, so what version of this is it from the original concept? How many iterations did it take you to get there?
Well, the original concept, we literally made the game with anything we could find on the beach, like rope, seaweed, wet towels,
Yeah.
um, and then sort of in order to put it into turn it into a product, we had to figure out a way to like get the court, um, and all the lines that we wanted for the court into a packable, sort of easy to carry
Yeah.
form. And that took a while. That was, we started with, the first, I think my first version was just using, I was using hoses, and then, like making a big circle with lines and everything.
Yeah.
And then I started using like climbing webbing strap, and I got that into a big bag, and it was just like this nest of strap and rope. So that wasn't going to work.
Yeah.
So keep had to keep evolving from
Of
there,
course. Yep.
and then actually ended up figuring out this sort of centerpiece, and that was really what that's really when the light bulb went off on how we could get it into a form that would fit into a bag. And it took about 4 more rounds, so a total of about 7 rounds of sort of what we call R&D versions
Yeah.
to get to what we got today, and all fits into a nice bag, easy to carry, pack away. So yeah, sort of the version number 7 that we're going with.
Yeah, number 7, lucky number 7, right?
That's right.
I mean, you never really know how long it's going to take, and and you got to try different things because some things might work and other things you didn't think of might work better. So, yeah, sometimes it takes a while.
Have
Um,
you designed a game yourself?
I have a few games I'm designing right now, but right now I'm really into my tumblers. If you've seen me posting about that,
I have, yeah.
those will be coming out fairly soon. Like you said, I've had to do a lot of R&D and switch up some things with materials and everything like that. So I'm probably on like my 4th concept of it right now, but it
Yep.
is like a finalized concept. So yeah, those will be coming out for very, very soon. I'm excited about that.
Yeah, look forward to playing it.
Yeah, yeah. So who's making the game sets for you, or where you're getting them made at?
Yeah, well, I mean, you figure out what you want to make, and then that's only gets you like 20% of the way there. You got to figure out where you can make it,
Oh
who can
yeah.
do it for you, and do it in a cost-effective way. So obviously, as many game makers look to Asia for production, and that took a while to even just figure out that whole landscape, how to even link up with someone who's in a
Oh my
factory in Asia.
God. Yeah.
I don't have any like manufacturing background or importing or anything. Um, I found a factory through Alibaba, um, which was helpful just for linking me up
Yeah.
to, I was able to reach out to a few different manufacturing services over there. And yeah, I found someone who was able to make, sort of make that center circle that we use in Shaka Ball,
Yeah.
and started working with them, and they've been super supportive. So continuing to work with them. That's for the court part of it. And then I actually work with another factory for the paddles and get
Okay.
those, shipped over to put it all together, and then gets, shipped overseas to us. So
Yeah, piecing
yeah, it
it
all
all
comes from China
together.
at the moment.
hmm I know. I always say, like, because I'm doing it as well and speaking with everybody that's creating games and everything like that. I was like, I should have paid attention more in logistics class. Like, why wasn't that the most important class?
Totally. I mean, it's you
Yeah.
can't get anything done if you can't get it, made
Yeah.
and sent to you.
For real.
Um, I mean, it took probably took me about really a year and a half to figure it out. Doesn't
Yeah.
happen overnight.
Yeah. I mean, that's the key part of the business, and it takes a while. Um, can you just explain to all the listeners how you play in your own words?
Definitely. Quite simply, it's kind of like Foursquare with paddles. We started doing it on the beach with different slices around in a circle, and the whole objective is to protect your slice. You have a paddle, and you hit a ball around, and you want to get the ball into your opponent's slices. And if it lands in your slice, you get a burn, or sort of a point against you.
Uh-huh.
Um, and if you hit it out, you get a burn. And if you hit it and it goes in the center circle, you get 2 burns. And so, it's just sort of elimination style. Last player standing wins. If you get seven burns, you get out, and then the remaining players continue to play until the last person has eliminated everyone else.
Yeah.
It only takes 5-10 minutes to play a game, so it's really good
Yeah.
for.
Yeah.
It doesn't take too long, but
Uh-huh.
it's good sort of quick action, and you can play it with a beverage in hand or not, and really anyone can play it. All sort of athletic abilities, ages, that sort of thing. So that's pretty fun. So like parents love playing it with kids,
That's
and
awesome.
also when you're playing with your friends, and you are more of a competitive set, um, playing with folks that have like really good hand eye coordination, it gets really it
Yeah.
can get really fun, really competitive. So
Yeah, it sounds like it. When you get that person out, do you take over the entire half of the court, or you just stay in your slice?
You stay in your slice. You actually
Okay.
rotate slices after every point.
Okay.
Sort of a one of those, sort of nuances to it, and it makes it equal with the wind and the sun in your face,
Okay. I get
or
that.
any of the other elements. Sort of balances it out, so you're rotating around. And yeah, when someone gets knocked out, that slice becomes out of bounds.
Okay. I get that. Yeah, because I was just playing it with one other person, so we kind of made up a little bit of the rules there.
Oh, you were trying to cover half the court? Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that's definitely going to require
I know, right?
some serious athletic ability.
I get it now. I get it now. But it is true. You can play with a drink in your hand, so it's definitely a true yard game if you could do
That
that.
was a prerequisite for us.
Yeah. um. So I'm excited to take this to the beach because the beach is right here where I'm at, Virginia Beach,
Nice.
and every time I bring a game to the beach, people are always coming up and asking like, "What is this? Never seen it before." So, what are some common like misconceptions that you get that people will come up and ask you like, "What are you playing?"
Yeah. Let's see. I guess one we often get or hear about if someone didn't see us playing or didn't sort of look at the instructions,
Yeah.
is like looking at the center circle and thinking it's a sort of like a trampoline thing to slam the ball onto and bounce the ball off of,
Yeah.
um, like spike ball or
Okay.
others that have that sort of setup. And yeah, ours is actually you want to really avoid the center circle,
Uh-huh.
and you got to hit the ball upwards all the time. But once it's a pretty straightforward game. So once people watch it for just 30 seconds, a minute, pretty
Yeah.
much get the gist of it. Um, and yeah, got to sort of explain the rule that you can't slam it downward. That's really the first thing you gotta cover.
All right. All right.
But drop shots, spin shots, all those are very, very much
Oh,
encouraged.
oh yeah. I'm sure you get that little flick of the wrist, kind of like how you do in tennis. Get
That's
that
right.
down.
That's right.
Is it kind of similar to a little bit of a pickleball? Have you played pickleball yet? Do you
I've
feel
played
like it is?
pickleball.
Yeah.
I played it once and actually loved it.
Yeah.
It was super fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's smaller court obviously,
hmm
um,
Yeah.
and you're not bouncing the ball off the ground.
That's true
You're
too.
trying to
Yeah. Keep it in the
keep the
air.
ball off the ground.
um. How long have you been in business? Have you been selling it on the market?
After our Kickstarter in 2018, which was right at the end of the
Oh, okay.
year, um, we've been
That's
selling it
good.
since then. We had like a Shopify account and trying to figure out, how can we, the first
Yeah.
run, we were just sort of putting it together
Of
literally in my
course.
apartment in Brooklyn, which was, much to my wife's chagrin, like the entire apartment was taken up with pallets of boxes of product we got from China.
Yes.
And we had to put it together. I was literally like putting it together myself and then sending it out. And so figuring out, fulfillment and just having the whole thing come as like a ready to ship product.
Uh-huh.
That was like that was a big thing for us. And so once we were able to do that, we've gotten it into Amazon, and that's a really, powerful channel.
Yeah. That's awesome. All right, guys. I hope you're enjoying the show so far. We'll be right back after this short break. Hey, while we're on the break, I just want to remind you guys that Toss Talk listeners get $5 off their first purchase of one of the newest yard games out there, Day Lou. Yes, the creator, JT, we just had him on an episode. Phenomenal guy. I love the game. Personally, it's fun indoors and outside. So check them out on Instagram. Links are in the show notes, but pick yourself up a game. $5 off. Get on it. Use promo code TOSSTALK. All right, let's get back into this. All right, so welcome back. Let's get back into this chat. Well, speaking of, getting it out there, what are your current marketing strategies right now? Or are you just kind of like, doing the Amazon thing, seeing how it plays out?
Yeah, we're doing the online pretty much exclusively right now. I mean, we have a tent. We'll take it out to beaches, and it's super fun to play it, and everyone's people are coming
Oh,
up
yeah.
and asking what it is. So that's a fun way to get it out there, but not too scalable because it's just dependent on us being out there. But the online channel is what we're just focused on, trying to get that right now, and then see if we can start to amp up our advertising on Amazon. Maybe or we've played around a little bit with Instagram advertising, but it's just the having the channel and the sales channel and then the fulfillment through Amazon is just hugely powerful. So I never even have to touch the product now.
That's
Just go sort of
awesome.
straight to the customer, and that's I think that'll probably always be our core sort of
Of course.
channel to the customer base, and then hopefully I think there's probably some opportunity to, just because it's a really good fit for like backyard events. Maybe there's some wholesale channels we could go through on that, sort of backyard culture. I think, obviously beach
Oh, yeah.
stores might be
Yeah.
a wholesale channel for us, or camping stores like REI or something might really enjoy having it, because it's good for like camping trips as well. So I think one day I'll work up to looking at wholesale, but we're not quite there yet.
Yeah, of course. You got to kind of feel it out. And then you also have to, like, get that business development going too. So it does take a bit to get it into all these different markets and channels to get it out. But yeah, Amazon is good to start off with. So good job on that.
Yeah, if you can get that, if you can master the Amazon channel, then you're already on a pretty good path, I
Oh,
think.
yeah. Well, let's switch gears a little bit and move into some random questions. The listeners get to know you a little bit. All
Cool.
right. So
Love
my
it.
first question is, all right, what is your favorite side dish or snack at a backyard barbecue?
Uh, we play we play Shaka Ball, a lot of backyard barbecues, and with our family up in the Catskills, we've got a cousin Jonesy who puts together some pretty out of this world ribs. So yeah, the ribs.
Oh, nice. Jonesy, he sounds like somebody that would make some good ribs.
Yeah, and you don't want to play him in Shaka Ball
Oh, he's
because
good too.
yeah, sort of
uh,
infuriating for me.
oh my gosh. Isn't that funny how like there's some people that you play against and you just can't beat them no matter what? It's like
Uh,
what are you doing differently than me? Like
I can't fathom him listening to this podcast right now. I'm
ah
not gonna hear the end of it.
oh my god.
But yeah,
Shh, we'll
he's one
bleep
of
that part
those.
out.
Yeah.
oh. All right, second question. What's your favorite yard game besides Shaka Ball?
I'm pretty simple. I mean, cornhole probably what I play the most besides Shaka Ball.
Yeah, I hear you. Most popular.
But
I get it.
yeah, I mean, look, anything you can play with a beverage.
Ah, yes. Question number 3. So, do you have a favorite conspiracy theory?
Favorite conspiracy theory? There's a lot of those floating around.
I know, right?
Um, I mean, I'm in the clean energy world on my normal day job, so I sort of get a kick out of anything that's like a global warming is a hoax,
Oh,
that sort
yeah.
of thing. Kind of like
Uh-huh.
cracks me up.
yes. I actually just saw a really good Netflix documentary by Dave Attenborough, like going over his life and everything about it. You should check that out. It was
Oh,
amazing.
whoa,
yeah.
nice.
Um, question number 4. What is your favorite holiday?
Talking about yard games, July 4th.
Ah, yes, that should just be a yard
Gotta
game
be long
holiday.
weekends. Yep. Lawn Olympics. Just like totally, set everything up with multiple games. Better, the more the better, and just
Yeah.
like rotate around.
Oh yeah. I mean, now after doing this podcast, I have so many games. Like, I'm gonna set up like the ultimate weekend one of these times because
Yeah,
it's
you
gonna
should
be
host
so
like
much
a
fun.
tournament,
Yeah.
just like all the games that with the founders that you interview on your
I know.
podcast.
Well, before COVID, I was starting my yard game league, but now all that kind of went out of the way. So
All right, it'll come back.
yeah, we'll see about next year though, because right now just chilling, keeping it chill. But yeah, I want to bring that app back out. Yard game league is gonna be still a good idea.
I love it. Yeah.
All right, last question. All right, name a book that's been most influential to you.
Most influential. That'd be a tough one. There's one I just read though recently. It's pretty top of mind. I love Shoe Dog by Phil Knight.
All right.
And since I've become sort of now a product game seller,
Yeah.
or product seller, I've never really done that before.
Uh huh.
Um, just listening to how he started Nike, and anyone who's looking to like bring a product that they are passionate about to the world should listen to or read, Shoe
I don't
Dog.
even think I've read that one. I'll check it out.
Yeah,
It's pretty
if you
good.
listen to it on audiobooks,
Yeah.
he reads it himself too, which is great.
Nice. I'll have to add that one to my list. Well, nice. Thank yous are all great answers. Um, moving on a little bit. So now that you're kind of into it a little bit on your journey, what's one thing you wish you would have known back when you started out creating Shaka Ball that you know might have helped you now?
Um, One thing I definitely learned, I'm not sure I would have want to have known it before, or else I'm not sure I would have done it. But yeah, I mean, as I mentioned, I have sort of in the clean energy space, which I consider my day job, and I sort of set out to make a game with my friend and family, and it was a fun thing to do, and just because it's a fun thing to do, you think of it sort of as a side hustle.
Oh yeah.
Um, but there is no side hustle. There is just hustle because it is
Ah,
it is full on
I
to
like
like
that.
launch anything, even if it's just sort of like a fun thing to do
Yes,
on the side. It's going to take some time.
it does. It does. I like that. No side hustle. It's just hustle. No, yeah, I feel you with that because, creating the podcast and everything's a whole thing in itself and gotta, get time for it. And this isn't my regular job, but yeah, it
Yeah,
could,
I
it
mean,
could be
look, to
tough.
create something, it
Hmm.
takes all of your dedication, huge time commitment.
Oh, yeah.
Um, doesn't just happen conveniently.
Nope. Um, Next question. So, what are you currently excited about in the business? Any new events coming up? Any, maybe tweaks to the product? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, learning Amazon has been really fun, just because it's so far from what I normally do, and we've linked up with some really smart folks who have a lot of experience with it, and they've been helping us out, and getting it listed, getting it sort of optimized with your listing, and getting the right content up there, and seeing how like the product, and how the sales react to those improvements that you're doing over time has been really fun. And they've done such a good job that we're actually just got invited by Amazon to be in their launchpad, their
Oh,
incubator.
nice. That's awesome. Congrats.
So I'm still learning what that is, but as far as I can tell, it's some pretty interesting. You get to use some premium content that they'll get you some more exposure, and it's for products that they think have sort of startup or smaller companies that they think have a shot and want to help them get to the next level. So I'm definitely excited about that.
That is awesome, man. Congrats on that. And yeah, I hope you can get this game out more. And definitely, if you need any of my help, I'm here. And I'm just going to be telling everybody about it because it's such a fun game.
Well, most importantly, we got to play it sometime. I'll come down to the beach.
Well, I do have family up in Brooklyn, so I'll be up there sometime soon.
Oh, yeah. Nice. That'd be fun.
All right. So last question. As a yard game entrepreneur, I can't even speak right now. As a yard game entrepreneur, what is your mantra or quote or inspiration that gets you up and gets you ready to sell Shaka Ball every single day?
Well, this quote, I mean, it's one of my favorite lifetime quotes, beyond beach games, but it actually is very suitable for, a beach game that has a court or an arena. But the Teddy Roosevelt, man in the arena quote,
Yeah.
Which is too long for me to remember, but pretty much, is sort of summarized, paraphrase, the it's not really the critic who counts, but the man who's in the arena fighting it out, getting like the dirt kicked in his face.
Yeah, I think I know
that's
that
the
quote.
one who's going to be.
Yeah.
That's the one that that really has a worthy cause, versus the ones just watching. So that's one of my favorite quotes.
Nice, man. I like it. Get down and dirty and, get it done. I love that. All right. Well, that's all I got for you. It's been nice chatting about your game, and I'm definitely stoked you created it. And definitely we are going to have to play sometime.
Yeah. Really appreciate your interest, and it's fun to listen to your podcast. It's incredible how many, games are out there. I mean, you can, just as we're getting into this, there's so many fun things to do.
Oh my God, yes.
And, I think maybe during COVID times, people are looking for ways to sort of make their own space, more fun. So it's, I guess there's good market growing for more and more lawn and beach games. It's cool to see that I had no idea there was even a podcast for it. So well done.
I know, right? I didn't even think I'd be able to keep it going, but I just keep getting new games. I'm like, this is awesome.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, appreciate the time, Calvin.
Yes, and I'll talk to you later.
All right. See you on the beach later.
Peace. Yes, that was the creator of the game Shaka Ball, a dope beach game, which is kind of like Foursquare, but you're playing with paddles. And yeah, I played it a couple times, and it's a little bit of not too much of a workout, but it's just the right amount of fun. And hey, you can still have a drink in your hand. But I have a lot more fun stuff coming up for you guys, a ton more creators. I have games that I haven't even heard of yet, and this is just an exciting time. So stay tuned in, and as always, links are in the show notes. So check out Shaka Ball, get yourself a set, and also check out oddballsports.tv. You're gonna love it. All the games, all like axe throwing, everything, sports. Oh my gosh, it's live streaming of events and a ton of other content. So I'll link that in the show notes. Check it out, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.